The Disney Vibes Podcast, talking insider tips, tricks, and pixie dust. For the most magical place on Earth, here's Andrew and Heather.
Welcome to episode 45 of the Disney Vibes Podcast. Hello, Heather.
Good morning, Andrew.
Gotta go back to the mornings. Here we go. Lots of news came out in the world of Disney, lots of exciting news. But before we get to the exciting news and your joke and all that good stuff,
Oh, my.
the drama continues. I want to have like a Law and Order theme, right? Disney has sued DeSantis. DeSantis and the Oversight Tourism Board, whatever he created, has now sued Disney. It's never going to end. Never.
Why are we starting like this?
I don't know. You got to talk into the microphone,
I'm sorry.
Heather.
I'm standing today. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't
So,
do this often.
Never ends. That's the real DJ stance most times.
Okay.
Now you got it. Disney Vibes brought to you by Magical Destinations Travel. You like us, our content, our show. Show your support by booking your next Disney World, Disneyland, DCL, any trip you want, Universal, bookmdtravel.com. It costs you nothing. It's a no obligation quote. And of course, you can download the Disney Vibes podcast wherever you get your podcast from. Show that rating, give the rating, show your support, provide feedback. We greatly appreciate all that support that you provide. And subscribe to YouTube at Disney Vibes. All right. Anything else? How you feeling?
It's early. I mean, actually, it's not that early.
It's not that early.
I know.
Anyways.
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
Yeah,
All right.
Especially with this podcast. Got lots of amazing news to share.
Yeah. Yep. Some things done right. Disney's doing some stuff right. All right. Give me your joke.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Oh, my passwords change on my phone. All right. Why was the wrong Disney princess arrested?
I don't know.
The police thought the police thought that she was someone Elsa.
Okay. Good one. All right, here we go. Would you rather fly by holding a giant bunch of helium balloons or by getting sprinkled with pixie dust?
Pixie dust.
I knew you were going to say that. I think being Carl Fredricksen would be kind of cool, though.
But they can pop.
They do in the movie.
Well, yeah. I don't want to go skydiving.
What if the pixie dust wears off?
Oh, my God, does it? I can't remember.
I'm just saying.
No.
Perspective.
Well, then I'll get Tinkerbell and just sprinkle her on me.
Okay, other great news. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has officially opened and come to theaters. And the best part is there are editions of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 coming to Disney Park. So, time to face the music, right? In celebration of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the favorite batch of misfits are taking over at select Disney parks around the world. So, this is where they're going to be, kind of, or their food.
Wait, so you're saying that there's character, opportunities here?
I'm reading.
Oh,
Let me finish.
Oh, my God.
At Disneyland Resort and Disney California Adventure Park, Mantis is joining Star-Lord at Avengers Campus for Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Dance-Off. So these celestial siblings will get their groove on in front of the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout attraction as they recruit guests with the right skills to join their band of heroes. At Walt Disney World Resort in Epcot, they'll be having the yummy treats of the Guardians of the Galaxy as well. Connections Cafe now has the perfect Sovereign waffle bites that are topped with a red berry dipping sauce. Guests can also grab a Guardians of the Galaxy cookie right next to the out-of-the-world experience of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind attraction. And that's at the Mission Space Popcorn Cart. So,
Well, we were there.
correct. Yeah.
All right, so what you're telling me is that there's food.
There's food, of course. Yep.
Okay, in Epcot. And then, well, I guess
At
there's
Marvel.
food in, yeah. Okay.
There's food in Marvel Campus. We'll
But
have
no
the
actual
Star-Lord.
characters in
Star-Lord.
Disney.
Star-Lord.
Which one is that?
Peter. Star-Lord, the main guy. You got to watch the movies again.
No. Okay, well,
Star-Lord.
got it. Yes, I got him. With the the tape.
Yeah, the music. Volume 3. Okay, so yesterday Disney announced all kinds of news. The big thing is now's the time to start calling your agent because 2024 vacation packages will be available starting May 31st, which is about 10 days, I believe, earlier than last year. So if you are looking to go to Walt Disney World or planning on getting some quotes for 2024, now is the time to give us a call. They will be available starting May 31st, and they have made tons of updates. So here are some of the updates, and we'll break them down. Hopefully we have time to make visits easier in 2024. So every guest who visits Walt Disney World has a completely unique experience. The magic of these experiences comes from the little moments, the ones we don't quickly forget. Like the decor when guests step into a Disney Resort hotel, the smell of their favorite Disney snack as they walk down Main Street, USA. That's so true.
It's so true. Yeah.
The cast member who went out of their way to help a guest, or feeling the thrill racing across the grid on Tron Light Cycle Run at Magic Kingdom Park, which a lot of people probably have not experienced yet. Thousands of these unique moments happen every day, creating a deeper connection with Disney. So they care about that, and they're always listening to feedback, finally, right? This is why they have rolled out these updates to improve the guest experience, such as they brought back complimentary overnight self-parking at Disney Resort hotels. They've added attraction photos taken in the park on the day of a visit to Disney Genie Plus, and much more. And today, here is some of the a lot of exciting news. They really just dropped a bombshell just in time for the launch of the 2024 bookings for theme park tickets, Disney Resort hotel stays, and packages at Walt Disney World starting May 31st. This should make your planning your visit easier, so guests can simply enjoy all they have to offer and make more memories. Number one, people have been asking for: removing theme park reservation requirements for date-based tickets. Starting with park visits on January 9th, 2024, theme park reservations will no longer be required for date-based tickets. You heard that right. When getting a ticket, simply select the start date for January 9th or later, complete the purchase, and you'll be all set. So for reference, date-based tickets are those standard ticket options that they offer. If you book something now, if you're going, you always have to choose your first day that you're going to be at the park, because we know prices fluctuate. Make sense?
Got it.
Got
then,
it?
yes.
I thought you said cut it. I'm
No,
like, what?
No, got it. But then also, that means you do not have to wait until 2 o'clock to hop, ideally, or we don't know yet.
Vague, gray area. I'm assuming, but I don't know. I mean, if they're removing it, they're not going to know what park you're starting at, because you're just choosing what day to go to parks, not
park.
a
Right.
specific park. So I don't think, I don't think you're going to have to wait to park hop.
Interesting. We shall see. But this is also January, so we have
January
some time.
9th, right. So all other admission types, including non-dated tickets, theme park reservations, may be required to help them continue managing attendance and delivering a great experience for everyone. They're trying to limit capacity, especially at those really busy times. And they brought back annual passes, so now those people, if they don't have blackout dates or whatnot, they have to be able to curtail and control how many people are in the park, especially Magic Kingdom. That seems to be the one that sells out the most, followed by Hollywood Studios, just because they're smaller in square footage. So guests can check which admission types require park reservations by visiting disneyworld.com/theme park reservation. So any package, anybody who's going on vacation there, and you are not a annual pass holder, you'll be set. That's pretty much the way to sum it up. You'll be good to go, right? I mean,
right. And it's funny because when people start planning their vacation, and we ask them, okay, well, what day do you want to go? When? It can be overwhelming to think that far in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So then, therefore, they're taking the overwhelm away just a bit. So, and again, this is all can be done through your agent. They can just help you figure out how to do it in your app, in My Disney Experience. But I really feel as if Disney is, based on all of these updates, that they have been listening. So I applaud them.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing, is now you don't have that extra thing you got to do in My Disney Experience. You don't need to make that park reservation. And if you decide to switch, you don't have to go in and cancel it or modify it, and because things happen on the fly. You just get up and go. Maybe, because there's something coming, so that could change. You have to think ahead.
Well, no, wait. I'm not reading your lines here.
Well, what they're doing is we're definitely going not off the rails, but out of order, so to speak, with Disney Genie Plus, you're going to be making advanced reservations now, similar to Fast Pass. So you have to kind of know what park you're going to.
No, I get it. But just sometimes when, someone's like, oh, I'm booking my vacation for next year. And we're like, oh, okay, great. Well, think about what day you want to go where. And they're like, what? But so anyways, I got it.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing that they're going to be doing is introducing good-to-go days for annual pass holders. So in 2024, they plan to offer select days on which the annual pass holders may visit Walt Disney World theme park without needing a park reservation. Once introduced, these will roll out as good-to-go days on an ongoing basis. This will be in addition to the recent update, which offers pass holders the opportunity to visit the theme parks after 2 o'clock without needing a park reservation, except on Saturdays and Sundays at Magic Kingdom Park. Good-to-go days may vary by park. Pass blockout dates and capacity limitations continue to apply like they do. Stay tuned for more details on good-to-go days. Okay.
Good to go.
Here's the next one. Deep breaths. You ready? They are bringing back their fan-favorite Disney dining plans.
Disney dining, OMG.
Finally.
This has been years now.
Yeah, since pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the big thing was you knew they were going to bring it back at some time because, which I didn't know when it was going to be, but 2024 makes sense because all the signage still has the logos.
I was just going to say, the last time we were there, on all of the kiosks or the menus and everything, it would still have the logo. So we were like, it's got to be coming.
Yeah.
It's got to be coming.
Time to eat. Disney dining plans will be coming back as an option for those staying at Disney Resort hotels who purchase a vacation package, starting with stays beginning January 9th, which will also open for bookings on May 31st. So they know that guests and families in particular have missed dining plans, which are prepaid and offer added convenience and peace of mind. Guests will be able to choose from 2 popular options, not 3, 2.
Okay.
Packages that include either the Disney Quick Service Dining Plan or the Disney Dining Plan. Both offer the great value for families with young children with access to many spectacular food and beverage offerings across Walt Disney World. And your agent can help familiarize yourself with those details on what plan would work best for you based on meals. So we have to look at that breakdown, and we will.
Right. They haven't released it just yet.
So what's
remember
included? Quick serve, we know is quick serve, but I don't know if it's. I think the deluxe is basically gone. So the Disney dining plan is going to be 1 table service and 1 quick service a day, and 2 snacks or whatever it is. Which is more than enough.
Right, I agree. So is deluxe the one where it includes the alcohol, or is that considered?
No, they all had alcohol. The deluxe was when you had, I think, 2 sit downs
a day.
2 table service. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So extended park time will be continuing to Disney Resort Hotel guests. For those planning to stay at a Disney Resort Hotel, they will be offering the early theme park entry for visits through 2024. This great benefit gives guests a jump start on their day. We've talked about rope drop strategy. We can talk about that again. And then those who will be staying at the Disney Deluxe Resorts and Deluxe Villas, they will continue to offer extended evening hours on select dates at select parks through 2024. An early theme park entry and extended evening hours require valid theme park admission and a resort ID. They do check your resort ID specifically for the extended evening hours because it's not all resorts, it's deluxe.
And they do that by scanning your band?
Correct. Yep. Magic Band it up. Simplifying the Disney Genie Plus experience. Everybody's got mixed reviews. Some people hate it. Some people love it. Some people know how to work the system. Like
you.
I'm just saying in general, like there's tiers of people's understanding of Disney Genie Plus, but they have heard from guests that they would like ways to plan with Disney Genie Plus service and individual Lightning Lane selections before the day of their park visit, and they don't have the specifics to share yet. We want you to know we are working on ways guests may do this for visits come 2024. So it will give guests the opportunity to spend less time planning in the park and more time enjoying their visit with friends and family. And they will share more details at a later date. I'm telling you, it's Fast Pass Plus, just called Disney Genie Plus, right?
All right, so you got to bring me back because now I feel like we're talking about like eons ago, although it really wasn't. So Fast Pass was when it would open up
60 days.
60, so almost like your dining.
Similar. Well, dining used to be 180, but yes.
Right. And then you would pick 3 a day.
Correct. You would get 3 a day.
And after those 3 are done in the park, you can add more.
1 at a time.
So you could always have 3 like in your queue. So after you do one, you can go
Yeah,
back
the hard
and add
part
another
was
one
if you had something really late, you had to go through that first. You have to exhaust all 3.
before you can continue adding.
Well, that was Fast Pass.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Right. No, I can't remember. It's just all a blur sometimes because we have been through so many different variations
From
of
tickets to
Genie
bands
and
to
Lightning.
Genie,
And yeah,
You know, they're not going to get rid of the paid individual Lightning lanes.
I understand
You're going to
that.
be paying for that. I wonder what's going to happen with the virtual queue. I like the virtual queue.
I think that's great. I think they should keep that. I do think that they will keep the Lightning lane, although I don't agree with how expensive it can be, but whatever. And I can't even remember, Andrew, were we together when it was like paper Fast Pass?
Yes, we were.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I just because I remember when I used to go way back when with my parents, I remember getting the paper.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said it's all blur. I don't think we're going to go back to paper.
No. Oh, no.
No. But I'm just saying, like, it's morphed.
Right. Yeah. So we'll see what those details are as you navigate the simplifying process of Disney Genie Plus. Stay tuned for those details. Now, the next thing they have talked about, which some people may not even pay attention to, honestly, is updating room categories. So that's going to be starting later this month, May, including all 2024 reservations. The names of some room categories at deluxe resorts will be simplified to be 3 categories in most cases: resort view, water view, theme park view. So if you have a view of any part of a theme park, that would be a theme park view. Water view, lagoons, Echo Lake.
Maybe.
I think that would be considered resort view.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good question. Water view would be natural water, I believe.
So, like, contrasting to, I think some of them have, like, wood view, I want to say.
Woods, right.
Right. So, interesting. All right. Well,
And
simplify
resort
it.
view. So it's going to focus, so they assign rooms and prioritize specific requests. And we've had people who want woods view. They don't want to look at anything else, just the woods. So lastly, we did drop the bombshell, right, about DVC Resort. The cabins at Fort Wilderness is now, starting in 2024, will be a DVC resort, and the Poly Tower should be rolling out by then, I think. Construction has made progress in that. So the big thing is campsites are not changing. So that's the big thing we wanted to say. There was a lot of people worried about them. They are not changing. They're not demolishing the campsites or anything like that.
It's just the cabins that are
Correct.
being considered DVC.
Correct. So just wanted to clarify, for that they are not changing. Okay. So let's look back. Let's break this down. Let's talk about Genie Plus first, right? And Lightning Lanes and what the advanced booking kind of what we think it's going to look like. So we know they're making, more updates, right? So I mean, overall, I'd say whoever's in charge, whether it's Josh Tomorrow or with Parks and Resorts and Bob Iger, whoever's making all these decisions regarding these changes. And I guess it was good with timing in regards to kind of syncing it along with the release of the 2024 packages. They're kind of going to give you that access because you see it in the parks. There's a lot of people who just are walking around on their phone, and they have to be. I mean, maybe they don't have to be. Some people just do that naturally, but they are doing it. Maybe they're checking restaurants or checking mainly the Genie Plus stuff. They're seeing which one they could book next as quick as possible to get their best bang for their buck, right?
If you're like me, you're checking it because you're questioning yourself whether or not you're doing it right.
Yeah, fair.
That's me for sure.
Right. So the Disney Genie Plus thing is they're going to basically make ride reservations before your visit so you can spend more time with friends and family once inside the parks. That's the official release. We don't have any other details of when in 2024 this will happen or what form it will take, but it is kind of one change that is being considered for Genie Plus and individual lightnings. And that's, it's still months away.
Well, so really quick,
go ahead.
let's go through what the process is right this second for friends that may not know.
For Disney Genie Plus, you have to purchase it the evening before. or the day of.
Or
let's
like
say.
6 a.m. the day of.
You purchase it, and then you can start booking your lightning lanes at 7 a.m., I believe, is the first one, right?
Right. So, I mean, again, it depends on what you consider a vacation if you want to get up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, whatever. We do that anyways.
We do. We set alarms and stuff. But
you always
just
go back to
saying,
sleep.
Yeah.
Because if you miss stuff out, especially on the virtual queue, then you're out of luck.
Right. So you just got to get up early.
Or you're paying.
Have your plan in action and see what times are available.
Right, which I don't know how they're going to do that, though, because...
I don't know either.
Are you going to be able to pay in advance for individual lightning lanes for certain rides?
Are you going to be able to pay in advance for lightning lane?
Echo.
No, I need to process it. Okay.
All right, so I want to go on, well, let me think, Guardians, they're still on virtual queue, I think, right?
Seven Dwarfs, dear.
Seven Dwarfs, there you go, fine. I want to go on Seven Dwarfs. But I know 60 days from now, I want to go on Seven Dwarfs on this day. So do I pay, is the rate gonna normalize? Like if it's that day, is it a pre-price, a discounted price if I pay in advance, like your guaranteed income then? I mean, or then what if you cancel it, right? I don't know what they're going to do. That's a question I have is I don't know how that can happen. I mean, I'm sure it can happen, but that's not for me to figure out.
Disney can make anything happen. We've seen it.
Yeah, they print money.
But I feel as if maybe lightning lanes won't be available. It'll just be, I don't know.
That's taking money out of the pocket. They won't do that. They won't. I mean, there's so many people that pay for it. And I'm going to be honest, I would...
Or individual lightning lanes, though? Like...
What? I don't understand what you're saying then.
Like the one...
Pay per ride. Individual lightning lanes.
Right, but so then...
The regular lightning lanes is basically just Genie Plus.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like you can maybe secure Genie Pluses and maybe one individual lightning lane.
They're going to include that?
Maybe do like a 2-in-1.
I think that's just taking money away.
Well, I
maybe.
don't know. I'm just...
Sure. Call up the Bat phone or the Mickey phone and call them and tell them your idea. I have no problem because I don't want to wait on a line. I have a threshold of waiting on lines. I really do. So
our threshold, I'd say, has gotten better now that our kids are getting a little bit older and they're becoming more patient.
Fair, but if I'm looking
I can understand where you're coming from.
No, if there's a ride that they really want to do, we're going to either know how to navigate it because this is what we do as travel professionals and rope drop things or whatever, or I'm just going to be like, forget it, pay the money, get me on, I'm out, I'm done. That's it. I don't want to wait 2 to 3 hours. I can't do that.
I don't think we really have.
No, we probably haven't, but there's just I won't do it. It's just
so it's a fine line between high maintenance or just being really smart.
Fair point. Okay.
But it's true though, because I'm right there with you. Because
I'd rather spend my time sitting at the pool deck at the hotel
or eating somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
No, I get
Having a beverage.
100%.
Right. So that's why I think Disney is able to charge what they want to charge because of people like me.
You.
Okay. And I'll pay it. And but
I
until
agree.
we stop paying it, all of us, they're not going to stop charging that rate. It's going to go up. Now, I may not pay it at a certain, what was it, 25
premium or
whatever
right,
it is.
Right.
Okay. Especially that adds up, but that's just my thought process. They're not going to stop charging what they want to charge if people continue to pay it. And I'm not alone. I know that. That's why these things sell out very quickly. So
I understand. No, true point.
Fair. Okay. So anyways, Walt Disney World has now kind of teased this. There's no concrete plan or details that we have at this moment. And they're not committing to specifics or anything at all. But there are some sort of changes coming. And they would not make this kind of announcement, for lack of a better term, unless something significant was really planned, right? It'd be like teasing that Disney Dining Plan is returning, but then it's not coming for another 2 years. But we now, wait a minute, they are, you get it.
My.
They're
Right.
making, I'm just analogy. of comparing the two.
Mm-hmm.
So the big thing is they're getting a lot of complaints about Genie Plus overall, and they have to fix it. And this is the way that they're going to try to. Well, we don't know exactly how they're going to fix it, but they're going to make attempts.
I think they're taking the biggest downfall is the fact that you feel like you're on your phone the whole entire time. They're taking that complaint, and it's, good PR. They're going to do it right, and they're going to sit there and say, we listened to you. We're going to, ensure that you have a more, magical experience and yada, yada, yada. Disney does it right all the time, just saying.
The big thing is when you think about it is most people who have commented on Disney Genie Plus basically could deal with the change from Fast Pass, right? Free Fast Pass to paid Genie Plus if they were able to still pre-plan their first couple of ones per day. I think that's the big thing. That's the stumbling block, is that people, like you said, they don't want to have to continually update all over their phone and this and that. I think that is the big thing, is they want to make their ride reservations a month or two or whatever it is in advance, and then go from there. I really think that's how they would do. So if they do that, that's one less thing off their plate, and then they don't have to worry as much about virtual queues the day of, maybe. You could still, I'm sure the paid option will always be there as an individual Lightning Lane, but I think that's the big thing. So,
okay,
right? It increased their revenue. It maximized their revenue. I don't think they're going to be getting rid of Genie Plus at all, right? I think it's just, and it's still going to be paid, and you're getting the attraction photos, but I do think that what they're going to do is you're going to have some sense of being able to do things in advance. What that looks like as far as number of days and everything, I think we just have to wait to see. Any other thoughts?
No, not really. It's just we have to wait now.
Right. And remember, it's Disney Genie Plus price has gone, from $16 on a daily basis now is on 20 to 25 on average, right? Low price 15, high price 35 based on all that. Yeah. So
that I don't like, but
right. And 35 is a lot of money
per person.
Right. That's a lot. It's a lot. Not going to lie, that's a lot of money, especially when you have a family of 4, family of 5, whichever. That is a lot of money. So, all right, let's park reservations. I think we kind of clarified that pretty well. Basically, you don't have to do that extra step starting in January. Listen, I don't even know if they were really tracking attendance. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but really it was just them being able to track where you were going, what attractions were most popular, what parks were, look at trends. That's it. It's all data collection. That's all it is. So I do think that, we know that when they eliminated certain things like the reservations from, for single day tickets back in December, they've been going. So Bob Iger has had this immediately on his mind to get rid of it because he didn't have it. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it was definitely needed during COVID times, when they reopened.
Right.
When the masks were still a big thing at Disney World a couple summers ago after, the initial shutdown, just so they could keep people spaced out. Otherwise, they were probably not going to be allowed to operate. Now that, we think that the World Health Organization has said that the pandemic has waned and it's not, it's no longer really an issue. I'm assuming we've just reached herd immunity now with all the different variants. They can kind of get rid of all these things. So I think that is kind of where the whole park pass reservation system has gone. It's pretty much going to be done, and let's see. It'll see their trends continuing with. They'll know by the day you choose your start ticket for vacationers when it's going to be busy or not. And then they'll just, I'm sure they scan bands in. You're still going to know how many people are in the park, right? They've known that known that from the get-go. So
no, I do feel that it was just something that they needed to do in order to, because of COVID. That's all.
Yeah,
quite
exactly.
Honestly.
I think that's exactly right.
It was for them to be able to say, okay, let's make this happen. Maybe they had to have done something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it with the change in leadership as well. I think Bob Iger, it wasn't there before him. So he
Right.
wanted to get, it's back. He's back. Bob's back. Well, the Bob Iger is back. All right, so that's the big one that people always ask us about is Disney Dining Plan. So the wait is almost over. They've announced that Disney Dining Plan will return in 2024. So here is what we know so far. So basically, it's been a multi-year saga of the Disney Dining Plan's potential return. It started, remember, when about 3 years ago, while the parks were closed, there was a lot of uncertainty, and we knew that they were just, it wasn't coming back, right? So the caveat, I'd say, is they did try to do the recovery deal, right, where they gave you the Disney dining card that a lot of people got this year.
Gosh, right.
Right? So that a lot of people are experiencing that now, a lot of our clients. So, which, is fine. I mean, that's just, it's like the dining plan. You're just paying for it. You don't have to choose from specific things. You get a free gift card is really what it comes down to. So a lot of people did enjoy that as well for that. So now what we do know about the Disney Dining Plan announcement, right, is that they have announced that it is coming back. It is available for bookings starting May 31st, but it's not in place until January 9th. So don't think you can get Dining Plan this year if you've already got your trip booked, right? It's not going to be an option until January 9th. So we can't modify these packages at all, for this. And it is, a lot of people want to know, this is what my trip is going to cost, including food, right? So that's why the dining plan's there for families to plan who are budgeting. They know they have the convenience and peace of mind, that they're prepaying for their meals and their snacks. Maybe not all of them, but the majority. There's two options, right? The Disney Quick Service Dining Plan or the Standard Disney Dining Plan. Both will, obviously help you alleviate with those snacks and everything like that. The thing that we're not sure of, right, is are they bringing back the deluxe or are they not at all, right, which I think was 3 table service a day or 2 or 3. I think it was 3. Anyways.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. And it's probably because it was not a very
popular.
Exactly.
I agree. Even when we had it, not even the deluxe, whatever one we had, we struggled.
Right. So here's what they offer. So if you want quick service Disney Dining Plan for 2024, right, we know they've changed some things. It used to be 2 counter service meals per night, like Disney Hotel Night, right, that you have a refillable drink mug.
Oh, I missed that.
Right, and 2 snacks per day, per person.
So 2 quick serves.
2 counter serve, quick serve, right, where you're not sitting down getting served.
Correct.
2 snacks
2
and
snacks.
a refillable drink mug. They changed it. It's now 1 snack, which is okay.
Right. We struggled with snacks.
Yeah, I mean, you used to do the last. So it's 2 quick serves now, 1 snack, and a refillable drink mug per stay. Got it?
I like that. I think that's manageable.
That's quick serve. Yep. And then the Disney Dining Plan, the standard one, is 1 counter service, 1 quick serve per night, 1 sit-down meal per night, refillable drink mug, and 1 snack as well. It used to be 2. So they're eliminating your snack, 1 snack, which is nothing crazy, honestly. Now, I don't know the pricing yet, of course, but yeah.
I think that's fair, too. I mean, I don't know if we would take advantage of that one more because we like to, eat at Epcot a little bit more than not. So can you buy, I don't even remember if you used to be able to do this. Can you buy only certain days of the dining plan?
No.
No, it has to be all included.
Correct.
Okay.
You have to buy it for every night of your stay.
I know.
Yep, you can't pick and choose, cherry pick it. Nope.
Interesting.
So, and again, everyone in the travel party ages 3 and up will get that 1 snack or non-alcoholic drink per night of their package stay, as their snacks. Previously, it was 2. That's the only change that we have noticed in the Disney dining plan so far. And remember, meal snacks are not transferable between party members, which is new because I don't know how they're going to enforce that. Heather, you can't have my snack today. Well, just buy it for me, but whatever.
Yeah, no, that's a little.
Maybe if you're trying to transfer between reservations, I can see. So the Disney Dining Plan Plus is not returning in 2024, which was the 2 meals of your choice, either table service or counter service, 2 snacks, and the refillable drink mug, right? The Deluxe Dining Plan will not be coming back, which was 3 meals, Okay, whether it be quick serve or table serve, 2 snacks and 1 refillable drink mug. All of those are not coming back. So really it's because people have evolved over time, and most people probably don't buy those plans. That's a lot of food.
Yes, I agree.
A huge amount of food. So, and I think that also they've still been struggling with staffing shortages. So if you're all going to the table service restaurants, it could be a challenge. So they're trying to alleviate that as well. Any other thoughts on what you're thinking?
No other thoughts. Just I think it's all good things, and I'm just curious to see how it all rolls out.
Yeah. So, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do if they change reservations back to 180 instead of 60.
180.
180 days in advance, where you can make your dining reservations.
I don't know if they would do that. I feel like it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And here's the thing. I will say, and we have figured it out, and we're going to wrap up this episode, is dining plans, there is value in them if you're going to use the table service credits and everything like that. Otherwise, they may not be very valuable to you versus paying cash.
Right.
Is my whole thing. So I would say, you really have to try it out. We've done it both ways, and I felt like we ate too much when we had the dining plan because we were forcing ourselves to eat.
Yes, I remember I almost had like tears in my eyes because I was like, I don't want to eat. Like, I cannot. So, yeah, I know. I agree.
So, all right. Love to hear your feedback on it.
Indeed.
There will be more information coming out, I'm sure, even before next week's episode that talks about dining and what's what's part of it, all the gray areas as we start to unpack all the details of Disney's announcements. But until then, Heather, where can they find us? Show notes?
Yeah, that's located on our website at bookmdtravel.com. You can also find us on our socials. So Instagram, Magical Destinations Travel Co., Facebook, Magical Destinations Travel, Twitter, Magical Des Trav, and of course, YouTube, Magical Destinations Travel Company, but at Disney Vibes.
Yes, please subscribe. So, great news from Disney. Good way to kick off their warm season, the big vacation season with all the families with schools starting to release soon, right? Especially those schools in the South.
Goodness,
please
that's crazy.
contact us if you need anything. Till next time, let the Disney vibes flow.
Find Disney Vibes for all your vacation needs on the web at bookmdtravel.com.